wonderful, wonderful power.
Walt Disney presents
The wonderful world of color.
Now your host, Ludwig von Drake.
You miss right on time. Young man, I'm Dr. Ludwig van Drake. Kindly take me to Mr. Walt Disney.
I'm Walt Disney.
I knew it the moment I saw you. I never forget a face, never forget a face. All right, now lie down and relax. That's good. That's a nice boy.
But, Doctor.
Now just watch the watch. Watch the watch.
No, Doctor. There's nothing wrong with me.
That's what they all say. Case history number 1330. Patient D. Duck. Oh, how could anyone get so mixed up? Oh, what a beautiful phobia, this one. Real challenge to modern psychiatry. Cause of neurosis, the opposite sex. Now, as you all know, there's a woman for every man. But there are billions of women and billions of men. And the odds of finding the right woman for the right man is... you take 42, you put it into 3. Well, that won't work. You could force it a little if you want. But that's... let me see... well, that's why we have psychiatrists. And when D. Duck found the one woman he thought was created for him, boy, did he need a psychiatrist. I tell you. Oh, I remember the first time Donald Duck came to my office. Now, watch the watch. Just relax. That's right. Relax. I found that Donald Duck was an unsuspecting bachelor without a care in the world. He should have stood in bed that day, because when this one woman spotted him, she set a man trap for him to step into. What a dish like this would want with a dope like Donald was beyond me. He was no prize. Wait a second, I take that back. A booby prize, that's what it was. Donald Duck thought it was an accidental meeting. An accident? Yes, that's right. But accidental? In matrimony, it's females that cause the accidents, you know. And he, Donald, thought fate was making his path cross hers. And all the time, you know what was happening. She was doing the double crossing. That's the way it always with these women, I tell you. But you know something, a psychiatrist understands how clever females' minds work. That's why I'm a bachelor. And I'm gonna stay that way for the next couple of days, maybe. Her name was Daisy, this girl. And he was never happier. That's the way it always starts. Happy, 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 happy. It was like any run-of-the-mill dime a dozen tea for two, this is it romance. Nothing to drum up business for psychiatrists. I could have gone broke, they were so happy. It was just the usual lovey-dovey symptoms. You know, like they would park in secluded spots. She made him believe that he was the only one for her. And believe me, she should know. What a line she had there. Oh, this poor fish was hooked. All Daisy had to do was reel him in. And of course, she had to show off her catch to her family. It was a typical, normal family. Well-behaved brother. An old-fashioned mother. And a very normal father. Come to think of it, he was subnormal. And like this happens, you know, one date led to another, and another, and another. And soon, every night was date night. No doubt about it, this boy was lovesick. He was some kind of sick anyway. Not only was Donald going steady, he was also going steadily broke. Kitty's piggy bank. And Donald put back all the loot plus a nickel besides. Oh, what a crazy, terrible, horrible, miserable, mixed-up case. I felt, it was beautiful. Now you can see why we have psychiatrists. But this was only the beginning. I could hardly wait to get D-Duck back on my psychiatrist cover. After I had rid Mr. Duck of his imaginary guilt complex and hallucinations, and after he had bamboozled me into financing his courtship, what a nut I was, his romance ran smoothly. Oh, there is nothing like a smooth-running love affair to keep a man happy. But what woman wants to keep a man happy? They like to keep a well-balanced male off balance. In other words, they're playing hard to get.
Donald's early. How did he know I'd be ready? Looks like he's taking me for granted. Donald probably thinks he's the only man in my life. Of course, he's right, but he's much too sure of himself. Well, I'll fix that.
Hello, sweetheart.
Heavens, roses! Oh, you know they give me hay fever. And bonbons, my figure. And by the way, when are you going to get rid of that silly sailor suit? Anyway, I have a headache.
She used every female trick in the book. You know something? I think she wrote it.
Darling, at last we're alone. Kiss me.
Well, that's the way the weaker sex keeps the stronger sex weaker than even they are. As you can see, the clever female can drive the unsuspecting male into an unbalanced state. Daisy became an obsession with D-Duck. The next time Mr. Duck came to see me, psychiatrically, he was a mess. Take it easy, Mr. Duck. Relax.
I'm going to get crazy. To get crazy or crazy.
What you need is a good night's sleep.
Sleep? I tried that.
You did? Calm down. Tell me what happened. It seems that Donald thought he was suffering from insomnia. Well, his trouble was he just couldn't sleep. That's what it was. Daisy's female tricks so disturbed Mr. Duck, my patient, that the slightest noise kept him awake. Psychiatrically speaking, this guy had acute insomnia. That means a cute girl was really bugging him. I had to eliminate the cause of his neurosis. The only cure was to get Donald to give up the whole idea of marriage. He was too immature for matrimony. Actually, it should be matrimony because it costs so much. I decided to brainwash him. For this, my psychiatric tool was hypnosis. Ooh, I was so sneaky. All right, watch the watch. You're doing nothing now. Come on, you're growing sleepy already, will you? I'm the doctor, you know. You're supposed to do what I'm telling you. That's my new instant-type hypnosis. Years of experimentation, and this is the answer. Now, Mr. Duck, you see marriage as a dream world. You see your dream girl, Daisy. You propose. You are accepted. To you, marriage is all wedding bells and rice and chicken. You are hooked, trapped. You are slave to a demanding woman. You are no longer a man. You are now a machine. You cut the grass, wash dishes, feed the rugs, put out the cat. You mop the floor, dust the furniture, water the flowers, beat the rugs. This, Mr. Duck, is your life. Your married life, that is. And if this is living, you're better off dead. I lose more doors that way. What am I laughing about? It's my door. Come to think of it, I lose lots of patients that way, too. Have Having convinced my patient Donald Duck that marriage was not for him, I advised him to get a job. That's good therapy. He forgot about Daisy and was happy again for about 10 minutes. Wouldn't you know it? This guy got a job as a salesman. And with a terrible voice like his yet. It made me wonder if I had cured him or if he was still psychiatrically unsound. And unsound would have been better for him if he couldn't make one sound. It would have been better.
Good morning, sir. Today, interested in this marvelous birch?
I can't understand a word you say. Beat it.
Yes, sir.
I waited all my life for this moment. I will now go in and ask her to be my... Oh, shut up. Can't you read that sign out there? It says no trespassing. My dear fellow, I can't understand a word you say.
So Donald Duck had a new problem. But did he come to me? No, not this kid. What he wanted was someone who was going to sweet-talk him and give him a little pat on his soft little head. And he got it. So after he got his sweet talk, then did he come to me? You know what the answer is again. No. I never should have taken the case of this lovesick duck with a goofy voice. But a Von Drake never gives up when there's money to be made. When there's a patient's sanity at stake. And then another patient came to me with voice problems. You won't believe who it was. That's who it was. Now, Miss Duck, please tell me what happened in your own words. Leave nothing out. After all, I'm the doctor.
Well, Doctor, I came to tell you about my boyfriend, Donald Duck. One beautiful spring day, my boyfriend and I were walking in the park. I tried to revive him. Finally, he came to and looked at me. And then it happened. Then he got up, dusted himself off, gave me a low, gracious bow, and started to sing.
When you wished upon a star
Wear it.
like a bolt.
And they were right back where they started, and so was I. With a patient who was a real kook. Psychoanalyzing a mixed-up duck was the most confusing case in all my 40 years of practicing psychiatry. After 76 consultations, he was getting nowhere. I was getting somewhere. I was getting as confused as he was. But I knew that somewhere in Mr. Duck's subconscious lay the answer. Every brain is made up of blocks. Like this, you see? Each one does something. Memory, perception, reflexes, imagination, vision, headaches. These are all called mental blocks. And if you have too many of them, then you are blockhead. Now, if we go 2 blocks north, and 1 block west, then 3 blocks south, and then 1 block east, we're going to find my laundry. That's where I left it. No, that's not it. Ah, this is the place. Right here. You see? Nothing. I was determined to penetrate this mental blockhead. Block. No, come to think of it, I mean blockhead. Finally, I discovered the true cause of Donald's troubles. Right here. It all centered in this one little block. Now, I call it the T block for temper. Something like this can be very dangerous. Please, Mr. Duck, are you sure you left nothing out?
Well, just one little thing. I do have a small temper.
What's that? I can't understand a word you say.
I said I have a temper, don't it? Don't you understand English?
A temper? Oh, that's good. Now we're really getting somewhere. That's beautiful. Oh, please tell me all about it.
Donald!
Hi, Toots.
I'm not going out with you again until you cure that temper.
Oh, Cassie, I'm sorry. Denise.
Go!
Oh, what a beautiful temper. At last I found the cause of all your phobias.
You have?
Control that temper and your phobias will disappear and you will have a beautiful voice. Like mine. It's a chain reaction, you understand. One thing leads to another and another and then another and another and kaboom! All your neuroses are kaput. And thanks to modern science, that's me, there's a sure cure.
There is?
Don't interrupt when I talk. I will have it delivered to your home immediately.
Let's be brief and get right to the point. I'm an insult machine representing the Tewksbury Institute of Temperism.
There.
Wonderful! After all that, you're still smiling. Now I'll go out with you.
With his temper cured, his hypertensions and neurosis vanished. His voice became as beautiful and as understandable as my own. And as for me, I collected all my valuable notes on this case and put them where they would do the most good. The case was closed. A triumph for modern psychiatry. Come in, please.
Ah, good day, Doctor. We just dropped in to express our sincere appreciation.
Oh, yes, Doctor, and we're so happy.
Please control your emotions, darling.
See what I mean?
Dr. Von Drake, I'm so delighted that I'd like to pay my bill in full.
Oh, there's no hurry, but I'll take it, I'll take it.
Oh, it'll be worth every cent, I assure you. Oh, $1,340. Oh, this is outrageous.
Please, control yourself. Relax, take it easy. For the roses, remember, you're cured.
You black, good brother. You big crack.
Well, it all started the day he first walked into my office.